Hello, it's 4:32 p.m. So, I made it back downtown. I'm surprised that over 1,200 views, probably more than that now. And it seems like as if the online gang stalkers were trying to be in competition with the amount of thumbs up that I got. They were trying to compete with thumbs down with that video of me asking for help and showing proof of the rain earlier. I'm like, y'all are so doggone ridiculous. And then one perp changed the thumbs up to a thumbs down to try to make it like as if I had more thumbs down than thumbs up. And then one perp tried to make it like, oh, sorry, I can't help. And then all the other online perps gave him thumbs up, like as if they were praising and applauding him for refusing to help. And it's just like, they even shadow banned and censored my comment saying, I noticed that a perp had removed the thumbs up and changed it to a thumbs down. And I said, stop playing with my life. Excuse me. So, on one of the rewards I signed up with more than one hotel chain for rewards and stuff like that. I'm not gonna say the names. Um, I'm not gonna say the names, but one of them I had I just realized that I'm close to enough to be eligible for a free night, but I was eligible for a reduced price night, and I didn't realize that until after I checked out the hotel. So today I got no help with when I was trying to get help with $50 for a hotel room for another night, and it was raining really bad, and it's supposed to rain again. And I'm gonna remind y'all again, telling TMI, because y'all perps, want to tell everybody don't help Candy because she's an ungrateful scammer with a bad attitude and stuff. When y'all are narcissistic perps lying on me and playing games, y'all have a comfortable roof over your heads and don't have to worry about insecurity or anything like that. So I had a lot go on. So the perp with the white car with the red shirt, the faded red shirt this morning, his girlfriend, I'm assuming that's his girlfriend, because especially these younger people, who the hell is married nowadays? So I don't think that was his wife, but maybe his girlfriend, or could have been his wife. You know, looked like she was cleaning out the car, and she was nice enough to wave and say hi. But then he came in and started doing like some immature stuff, came in the front office when I came to check out, and then he tried to ask for some black trash bags for something with cleaning out his car, and he was acting immature and doing some crazy weird act, just moving funny and acting weird, and made me shake my head and wonder, well, wow, if you a grown man, look like you're over 35 years old, and you're just moving around and acting like a 7-year-old kid with ADHD. So he made sure to leave after I left, and I don't know if he smear campaigned me to the lady at the hotel front desk. I don't know, but she was already a perp acting weird. So then, I had like the hotel. See, they used to give like a decent, full, all you can eat breakfast at certain hotels. Now, because of the what that started almost 2.5 years ago, all you get is like a small little, tiny little pack of three, what do you call those, powdered donuts? So 2 packs of those for breakfast didn't fill me up. But then I ate a big breakfast during lunchtime, more like brunch. And then it was raining so bad, and I was trying to wait around a couple of extra hours more, hoping that I would get some help with at least $50 for another night to stay out of the rain and stuff. Because I know in the middle of the night, I was in that hotel room, thankfully, and I got a shower last night. Yesterday afternoon. And then this morning, I got laundry done, but I just need to wash this right here. But the other shirt is in the purple LSU shirt is in my bag. So, I got the shorts washed. I got the pants washed. I got underclothes and socks and stuff washed. I'm glad I was able to get laundry done. And so then, but then to get laundry done, and you wearing all the clothes you have, and then it rains, and then you're forced to ride in a vehicle with dirty seats after you just wash this and don't have the opportunity to go wash it again. So, and then suffering OCD at that. So me dealing with that. So then later on, I went back to the hotel. They said that I'm, one or two nights away from getting the opportunity to get to have a free night. But I don't know if that applies on weekends like Friday and Saturday when the prices are double. So I'm gonna end up having to bust ass with Friday and Saturday because I know that it's hard. It would be hard or impossible for anybody to help me with like $200 for the hotel room over the weekend. Ain't nobody gonna do that, you know. But even a year ago, the hotels were much cheaper. But they climbing and getting more expensive. And so I wish that the gang stalking network didn't set me up to be banned from the never changing $35 a night hotel rooms, extended stay hotel rooms. So I heard that the gang stalking network forces the targeted individuals to have to be left with no choice but to have to be forced to spend more money or waste more money. So out of desperation, I went to call up the job from earlier this week, and there's supposedly no answer on when I will start start the job. But out of desperation, I went back online and went and applied for a few more jobs, probably about between 8 and 10 more jobs. I don't know, somewhere, I didn't even count, but I applied for quite a few more jobs, and even a couple of them out of the city, in a different city, One of them probably out of state, or I at least had it in consideration. So, so I applied for a few more jobs in case something would have happened with that other job. I don't know what would be going on, but maybe it might be too soon. I don't know. But then again, I heard that they're in the middle of trying to get the new office set up here in Pensacola. Well, they said that Monday. They said that we were supposed to have an answer by Thursday or something, which is today's Thursday, and then by Monday, we were supposed to go to a different city. I'm not gonna say the city name. And that they were gonna pay for everything except the work boots and the work pants. We have to get that ourselves. But I feel like I want to just hold off and wait until I get a final answer that I'm hired, and then ask for help for the work boots and ask for help for the work boots and you know, work pants or whatever. So it was raining really bad. It was raining really bad, and y'all saw, you know. So I'm trying really hard. It's now, what time is it? 4:43 now. And so I guess I've been talking a little over 10 and a half minutes. And I mean, I feel motivated and inspired to want to do another short story um, before I leave this library. But I don't know yet what I want to talk about. But as I said, the perps, they hate me no matter what. But their opinion shouldn't matter. But they force it to matter. So, so yeah, I'm sitting here fighting to try to survive. And they even had a lady earlier today that asked me, why don't I go and get a job? After she was bragging about how she never leaves her house and just stay home, and her husband, you know, takes care of her and pays her gas and stuff like that, you know, after she bragged that to me. But then she gave me $7. You know, thank you for that. So I mean, I forgot to mention that they had this guy. He was driving an orange newer model Nissan Altima, and he had like a black shirt and shorts and red shoes. And I walked after an hour or hour and a half after I ate. I walked back to the hotel room and tried to ask, is it possible, could I pay cash? I said I didn't quite have enough, but I was just trying to ask, you know, for an idea about I didn't quite have enough money, but almost there. Um but I didn't have quite enough, but almost there, to try to ask for help with enough money. Um I could have gotten like a partial discount, like that would have been almost half off, but not quite. Maybe like $40 or $50 off, or something like that, if I had the extra money. But that's why I was trying to ask for help. But I didn't know until after I checked out of the hotel. But I don't know if I might get points. I'm supposed to get more points. Um, they said a day or two after you check out. So, I'm supposed to be closer towards points for a free night, but I have to do another one or two nights in order to get credit, in order to get those nights. So so dang, and I felt like I needed more sleep and more to rest a little longer, you know. But after 8 o'clock, I know my anxiety was pretty high, you know. My anxiety was pretty high, and my anxiety was really high, and so I made time to finally get that laundry done. And well, the maintenance lady or housekeeping, she said that was the refrigerator that was leaking in it, and she tightened up the loose toilet seat, and she put a towel near the refrigerator, but the floors were sweating, so I had to make the room cold, freezing cold, in order for the floor to dry. So a lot of these jobs to work, you need to be well rested. And then people fault and punish you that your performance isn't that great because you're sleep deprived. And then you lose out on an income. But the gang stalkers don't care about that. But back to that guy that with the orange Nissan Altima, he pulled up and made sure he tried to race me and made it inside before me when I came back to the hotel when I tried to ask about the discount, and I didn't quite have enough, so that's why I was trying to ask for help. So then that guy was, there was nobody in the office at the moment. And then that guy with the red shorts and the orange Nissan Altima black outfit, he was tapping his pen and started to act weird and act stupid and act crazy and do all kinds of stuff like a 7-year-old child with ADHD. and and then he started to get loud and ghetto and ignorant. And then the lady at the front desk, guess what she said his name was? Darius. So she called him out, and he made it like as if he needed to use the bathroom really bad. And he obviously wasn't a guest there, but he got loud, ghetto, and ignorant. And I don't even know if that was his real name or if that was a street theater skit. So that lady called his name as Darius, and he tried to make it like he was trying to use the front office bathroom. I mean the lobby bathroom or whatever. But he probably was faking. And then he was so loud and ignorant that I couldn't even concentrate or focus on telling the lady what I needed to tell her. So wow, if I had another night or two, I could have had help. I mean, I could have had enough points for a free night. If I stay a certain amount of times, then I get a free night. And then I try to check the other company. I need help with. I would have needed double more of the points in order to qualify. And I think my points reset. In the other company, I wasn't sure if or when I would be able to use those kinds of hotels anymore. Because about some of them, the online perks have me wrongfully banned, or some of the hotels are way too expensive and I can't afford to go to those. So, but the other hotel chain, I was kind of upset because I redeemed two $25 gift cards. I don't remember how long ago it was, but it was probably sometime last year. And two $25 gift cards to be redeemed from the hotel points. And I felt like, well, I should have used that for more hotel nights. But then what happened was they made it like I had to get it mailed to the address on my driver's license, which was the Waterfront Mission address. And they played with my mail and lied and said there's no mail. But now one of the people supposedly straightened that out, and I was able to finally get my Avis job paychecks. So, those other, excuse me, those other, those two 25, which is like $50 total of Uber gift cards, I couldn't even get them. And they were supposed to have come like 8 weeks later, and I kept checking. They kept lying and saying, you ain't got no mail, whatever. So they must have returned those back to sender, and I couldn't even get those. So, I mean, I can't believe people do not care about a human life. That you're going to sit there and not let, but make a human being suffer out there in the rain and bad weather. And you don't care if I get swept up in a flood or if I have to get struck by lightning, and you think, good. Like, you're not God to be trying to make sure I'm punished like that while you sleep soundly and comfortably in your home at night, every night. You don't have to worry about shelter or food or safety insecurity. Like, you don't have to worry about being insecure about where your next meal is coming from, or when your next shower, or when can you get rest again. And it's like certain driving jobs, they want you with at least 5 years of experience, in which I don't have 5 years of experience because I haven't had a car or a job opportunity in all these years. And in certain jobs, they want you with a car. And like that man that worked that Subway in Gulf Breeze at the beach, I forgot his name, but it was like a minimum wage job, and I think part-time job, and he expected me to have a car. So he said Uber wasn't gonna cut it. Like Uber or the bus or a cab or whatever wasn't gonna cut it. They want you with your own car. So the way that the people in the system make things so difficult, and then it's like I always miss the mark somewhere. Excuse me. I always miss the mark somewhere, but the online gang stalkers will not allow me to make a living from my writings, and Ko-fi is one thing where you're supposed to be allowed to do that. And I have a right to blog and write, but the perps think I do not have that right. And then they try to say, well, Candy thinks she's entitled to get paid for her shitty writing stories. And more than half the time I told y'all that they want to keep me chronically sleep deprived, or that they would torture me with the directed energy weapons on purpose to force me to stop writing. And then when it comes out bad, you fault me for something that could have come out much better and much more beautifully. But y'all feel threatened by me. If I write poor, it ain't me. It's the doggone gang stalkers sabotaging me with the forced sleep deprivation or forced directed energy weapon attacks, or they deliberately misspell my words. Like if I spell something correctly, they twist it to something to be spelled incorrectly, and then you don't realize the errors and mistakes until after you submitted your writing and stuff. So some people say that I have a lot of haters, but if you are living a comfortable life, and I'm suffering and struggling and being forced to have to beg for help, why the hell are you envious of me? For what? But some people say they're envious of me having a soul still. Excuse me. So, like now, another thing, I tried to make a couple of important phone calls while I was at the restaurant, but waiting outside, hoping to get a little help with maybe a few donations or whatever. So I realized it was like 2:30, and I realized I wasn't gonna get no help. So I had to go back downtown, and the excuse me. And so they had this younger Hispanic couple with a toddler that looked like she could have been like 3 years old. And each time I tried to make an important phone call, and they had the automated system that kept misunderstanding what I was saying, and it frustrated me because they were teasing and antagonizing and harassing their own little daughter, and bullying, harassing, and laughing at her, and antagonizing her where she was screaming from the top of her lungs. And I couldn't even get my calls to go through because, and everything kept making it like as if I was pronouncing stuff wrong. They kept repeating stuff back incorrectly because that girl, they were making the girl holler and scream on purpose and ignorantly laugh and thought it was funny. And I figured that must have been another street theater moment. It's like I'm starting to get more street theaters now. You know, like every once in a while I'll get street theater and directed conversation. But most of the time I have my earbuds in my ears. But I think with the hotel situation today, I think that was a directed conversation thing, you know. So I can't mention, you know, it's forbidden and off limits that the online person I have blocked for me to mention about people being abusive to me, or for me to ask for help for a hotel room, or ask for help with food or anything like that. They think they have their guidelines on what I'm allowed to talk about on my own channel. You're the one who's narcissistic, fake, and entitled. So I need help with, you know, hotel room if possible, please. Hotel room and food I need help with.